Level 1. Fiat 500L. Fiat took the cute, lovable 500 and stretched it into something that feels completely wrong. The 500L looks like the original car lost its charm somewhere along the way and gained unnecessary bulk instead. What was once a symbol of Italian style became an awkward MPV designed to please focus groups obsessed with practicality. The result is a car that feels soulless and confused, betraying everything Italian cars are meant to stand for. On paper, the 1.4-liter turbo engine making 160 horsepower sounds fine. In reality, it struggles to move a nearly 3,000-pound family hauler with any confidence. The driving experience is dull and clumsy, more frustrating than fun. Inside, the cabin is filled with cheap plastic dressed up as quirky design, but the illusion does not last long. Reliability only makes things worse. The 500L earned a reputation as one of the least reliable cars you could buy, which is saying a lot for Fiat. It was marketed as stylish Italian practicality for families, but it felt more like a bad imitation of something authentic. Nobody really wanted it, yet Fiat pushed it anyway. The 500L earns Level 1 status because it perfectly represents how a good idea can be ruined by corporate decisions that value sales over soul. Level 2. Maserati Ghibli, modern. Maserati built a so-called luxury sports sedan on a Chrysler platform, dropped in a Ferrari designed V6 that sounds aggressive but is not actually fast, and charged over $70,000 for the privilege of owning Italian unreliability paired with American build quality. The modern Ghibli is what happens when Maserati tries to become a volume luxury brand competing with BMW and Mercedes, forgetting that its appeal was always about exclusivity and emotion, not fighting for space in the mid-sized luxury sedan segment. The base Ghibli makes 345 horsepower, which sounds respectable until you drive it and realize how numb the chassis feels. The steering offers almost no feedback, and the overall experience fades from memory the moment you step out. Inside, Chrysler switchgear and parts bin components constantly remind you that this is essentially a $70,000 Chrysler 300 wearing an Italian suit. The infotainment system is straight out of Dodge. Reliability only makes things worse. Ghiblis lose 60 to 70% of their value in 3 years because few people want a used Italian luxury car with Chrysler-level reliability. The Ghibli sold well at first because buyers wanted the Maserati Trident for less than a Quattroporte. What they got was a badge-driven disappointment that sounds better than it drives and brakes more than it should. The modern Ghibli is Level 2 because it represents Maserati, sacrificing what made it special just to chase volume sales. Level 3. Alfa Romeo Giulia, base. Finally, an Alfa Romeo that remembers what Alfa Romeo means. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio packs a twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6, making 505 horsepower, carbon fiber components, and a chassis tuned by people who genuinely care about driving. Instead of copying BMW, Alfa does its own thing. The Quadrifoglio is raw, dramatic, and engaging in ways German cars left behind years ago. The Ferrari-derived engine matters because it sounds alive, not clinical. The chassis balance is spot on. You can feel the rear-wheel drive working through corners, with steering that actually communicates what the tires are doing. When it launched, the Quadrifoglio set the Nürburgring sedan lap record by prioritizing driver involvement over polish. The interior still has weak spots. Reliability concerns are real, and a warranty is a must. But what it delivers is emotion. It rewards skill, punishes laziness, and makes every drive feel like an occasion. This is Alfa Romeo remembering who they are, building cars for drivers who value feeling over perfection. The Quadrifoglio is Level 4 because it is genuinely special without being out of reach. Level 4. Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Finally, an Alfa Romeo that remembers what Alfa Romeo is supposed to be. The Giulia Quadrifoglio brings a twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6 with 505 horsepower, a sharp chassis, and a setup built by people who actually care about driving. Instead of copying BMW, it goes the opposite way. It is raw, dramatic, and unapologetically engaging. The Ferrari-derived engine matters because it sounds alive, not efficient. The balance is spot on. With rear-wheel drive, you can actually feel working through corners. The steering talks back, the car rewards commitment, and it demands attention. When it launched, It set a Nürburgring sedan record by focusing on driver engagement, not gimmicks. The interior still has weak spots. Reliability concerns are real, and a warranty is non-negotiable. But what it delivers is emotion. Every drive feels like an event. That is why it is level 4. It is genuinely special without being out of reach. Before we hit level 5, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. We're about to meet the Italian cars that actually deliver the passion, drama, and performance that justify their reputation. Level 5. Lamborghini Countach. The Lamborghini Countach defined what a supercar should look like for an entire generation. Scissor doors, a wedge-shaped body, and a poster on every bedroom wall from 1974 to 1990. Marcello Gandini created a design so radical that even decades later, it still looks futuristic. The Countach became the pure definition of excess and drama, wrapped in a shape that every supercar since has referenced. Drive one, and you quickly learn how impractical it is. Visibility is terrible. Parking means opening the door and sitting on the sill to reverse. The interior turns into an oven in summer. The controls are heavy, the engine is deafening, and at the limit, the handling is terrifying because 1970s tire technology simply could not keep up. None of that matters. The Countach is an automotive theater, a rolling sculpture that redefined what cars could be. Every Lamborghini built since owes its existence to it, proving that drama and excess sell. The Countach is level 5 because it created Lamborghini's design language and showed that looking incredible matters just as much as going fast. This is where modern supercar culture began. Level 6. Ferrari F40. The Ferrari F40 was the last Ferrari developed under Enzo Ferrari's supervision, his final statement before his death in 1988. Ferrari set out to build the ultimate driver's car, lightweight, powerful, and completely uncompromising. The twin-turbo 2.9-liter V8 makes 471 horsepower in a car weighing just 2,425 pounds. No traction control, no ABS, no electronic help. Just you, a manual gearbox, and turbocharged violence that demands respect. The F40 looks beautiful because everything has a purpose. The vents cool the turbos and brakes. The huge rear wing produces real downforce. Inside, it is stripped bare. Plastic door pulls, exposed carbon, no sound insulation. Ferrari removed anything that did not make it faster, leaving something barely civilized enough for the road. It was the first production car to break 200 miles per hour. Turbo lag is dramatic, followed by explosive acceleration. The steering is raw, the clutch is heavy, and every input feels mechanical and alive. The F40 is level 6 because it represents Ferrari at its purest. A race car with license plates, built to remind the world what Ferrari truly meant. Level 7. Ferrari 250 GTO. Only 36 were built between 1962 and 1964. One sold at auction for over $70 million, making it the most expensive car ever sold publicly. The Ferrari 250 GTO was built for GT racing homologation, but what Ferrari created was a masterpiece that dominated racing and cemented Ferrari as the ultimate name in automotive excellence. This is not just the greatest Italian car. It is one of the most important cars in automotive history. The 3-liter V12 produced around 300 horsepower, enough to keep the GTO competitive throughout the mid-60s. It won the FIA GT World Championship 3 years in a row. The Scaglietti styling is flawless, purposeful, beautiful, and timeless. Every curve serves aerodynamics while creating a shape admired for over 60 years. This is what happens when racing demands meet Italian design philosophy. What makes the 250 GTO legendary is how perfectly everything came together. It was the most beautiful car on the grid and among the fastest. Built to race, it won everything. It represents Ferrari at their absolute peak, combining racing dominance, design perfection, and engineering excellence in just 36 cars. The 250 GTO is not just automotive royalty. It is Ferrari legend in its purest form. This is where passion meets perfection. This is the GOAT. So which level Italian car are you choosing? And are you brave enough to deal with Italian reliability for the driving experience? Comment below, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for more automotive rankings